Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. I'm pregnant by my friend after an ONS. We're both still reeling after our partners cheated on us with each other. Okay, this is a doozy, so please bear with me. I'm trying to make sense of it myself. My ex-husband, 36M, and I, 38F, were friends with another couple, Larry, fake name, 36M, and Kate, fake name, 36F. Recently, Larry and I started to work jobs that require us to be away from home in the evenings. My ex and Kate started to hang out when we couldn't be there, dinners, taking the dogs out for walks, shows, etc. Larry and I were relieved that they were getting along and keeping each other from being lonely. But you know what happens next. Kate and my ex announced during what was a nice dinner at their house that they had fallen in love and wanted to divorce us. The fallout was awful. Larry kicked Kate out, I kicked my ex out, and they both got somewhere to live together. I was inconsolable, catatonic at most times, and only therapy and my family's support got me through. I filed for divorce before my ex could, and that is now underway. Larry and I clung to each other a bit, as the other knew what the other felt and vice versa. Since I live close to work and he is working remotely, he basically moved into the guest bedroom, going to his flat only for a few things and watering the plants. He's planning on selling it and is having it surveyed. We had a very platonic relationship, and even though I'm older, he felt like my big brother even before this mess. Anyway, Valentine's came around and we decided to get pissed and commiserate. He showed me a necklace he had bought for Kate for their anniversary. It's a custom design and took a couple of months to be completed. It's gorgeous and I told him so. He said he forgot about it, until he got the email saying it was dispatched a month ago. He can't force himself to get rid of it, and I understood. I still have my wedding rings in my drawer. I don't know who made the first move, but it happened and we slept together that night. We couldn't look at each other the next morning and he moved back to his flat. I was very sad and locked myself away again, hating myself for letting it get so far. We didn't talk or text for a couple of weeks. I thought I lost a really good friend. He came around one night with dinner and flowers, asking for forgiveness that it happened. He blamed himself and I told him it was both our mistake. We both decided to forget it happened and carry on. He came around often again, but never stayed the night. 3 weeks ago, I started to feel dizzy and nauseous at work. I thought it had something to do with my new medication, so I set up an appointment with my GP. Long story short, we found out that I'm pregnant. So here I am, scared and anxious to tell Larry. I want to keep the baby as I have always wanted to be a mother, but I don't want to lose him if I do. We've just gotten our equilibrium back. Your choice is whether or not to keep baby. His choice is whether or not he wants to be in baby's life with everything that goes with it, but from the sound of Larry, he will want that. I don't know many men who would ring a doorbell with flowers and an apology. He sounds like a sweetheart. And even if you guys stay platonic, there is no reason you can't co-parent this kid well together as friends. But how freaking Hallmark romantic would it be if you guys got together thanks to this? Sorry, can't help it. I have had a 5-year dry spell and I am desperate to believe in romance again. Good luck to you and whatever you decide. I have faith everything will be fine, so please have faith in him, give him a chance, give him the grace to react how is natural to him and then see what he wants to do after. I totally understand you. I love reading romance books and I just requested a sub to send me recs with tropes similar to this. This is such a nice setup for friends to lovers, embarrassed smiley face. It's my guilty pleasure. I started the Bridgerton series 2 days ago and am already on book 4. I need a life lol. I mean, your choices are pretty simple. You explained that you're pregnant from that one night stand. What are you expecting from him? Partnership? Are you prepared to be a single mother? I guess I don't want him to feel trapped that I want to keep the baby. If he stays, how do we co-parent? Does he move in? Who is ever ready to become a parent? But I want this baby is already my world and it's just a little bean still. I think just be clear about what you expect from him. If you want him to be involved, tell him. But if you're okay he not be involved, tell him that as well. Unless you plan on relieving him of his financial obligation, which I don't think you can legally, just not pursue him when he doesn't pay, he is going to feel trapped. He will have a legal obligation to this kid. Your body, your choice, do what you want. I think co-parenting would be a great idea. I'm sure he seems like an amazing guy, you both share a terrible experience and now you might be starting a really good future where friendship could still be ideal. It's all about communication, it's no one's fault that the pregnancy happened. Sometimes good things come from unknown situations. Don't be scared, it will all be okay. He is a grown man. He did what he did right alongside you. There was no trapping here. In a small way he is trapped, because the child is entitled to monetary support from both parents should you choose to pursue it, and the state will see to it if it comes to that. That said, while he will have a financial component, you've made no moves towards trying to force a relationship with the guy, and he has the agency to seek as much or a little custody as he wants. Tell him what's up and talk it out like adults. He sounds like a decent enough guy, you should be able to work something out. I think the biggest question you should ask yourself is why you want this baby so badly. Is it because you want to feel needed? You want something to distract you from the problems you're facing? It seems awfully odd that you'd want to keep this baby right after a very traumatic and intense breakup. If you decided to keep it because of any of those reasons or any reason related to what happened, then you need to get an abortion. Even if it is not because of that, you don't seem ready to have a child. If you bring this child into this world then you should give them the care they deserve. From what I've read of your responses that is not something you are capable of. And in my personal opinion, someone who does that to their child is much worse than a cheater. Pretty sure she said in her updated post that she's been wanting a child and being a mother from the very beginning. She and her ex-husband tried for a while. It has nothing to do with the breakup, she just wants to be a mother lol. Ty for letting me know about the updated post. Read it and it seems things turned out the seemingly impossible best Lamau. I'll admit I did not expect Larry to be so eager to help take care of the child. At the very least, with that it seems like she is capable of taking care of the child. If he hadn't I would say the opposite. What in the Shania Twain? Tell him if you want to keep the child. It is only fair to not only him but the child you are carrying. Give him the choice to be a part of your child's life. You guys will navigate co-parenting throughout the pregnancy and who knows maybe this will draw you guys closer and create a wonderful relationship between you two, platonic or not. What in the Shania Twain? Lamau, smiley face, smiley face. Update, I'm pregnant by a friend after ONS. We're both still reeling after our partners cheated on us with each other. First off, thank you so much for the advice and replies, I read the all, even the ones that were denouncing me for baby trapping Larry. To be clear, my ex and I wanted children and started to try when I hit 30. Issues on both sides made it clear we can't have any naturally, so we saved up for a few rounds of IVF before discussing adopting. I do have a good, stable job and with the money I saved up, even if half of it goes to my ex after the divorce, Bean and I will be set for a while. My mother has been over the moon about the new grandbaby and has made plans to retire and help me should I find myself a single mother. Anyway, a couple of days after I posted, I invited Larry for dinner. I declined alcohol, which had his eyebrow raising, but I don't drink if I'm working the next day and he knows this. I told him after dessert, and yes, he was stunned. I'm on birth control due to PCOS and yes, BC fails too. I told him straight up I don't expect anything from him, but he should know as it was his child too. I wanted to keep Bean and he can be involved or not as much as he wants. He was quite concerned about my health, and besides a bit of sickness and dizziness here and there, I'm mainly alright. He nods and tells me he needs to go home and think. I agree and told him to call me when he feels he's ready. 3 days later, he tells me he's coming over, and he brings a couple of suitcases with him. He declares he's moving in and helping with the pregnancy, baby and all. I laughed until I was crying, but I will admit it was a relief and joy to know the father wants to be involved. We've sat down, hashed a lot of boundaries, agreements, and expectations of the whole thing. We're going to a lawyer so we can settle the contract. I am confident he just wants best for the Bean and I. He offered to buy the ex's half of the house so we could all stay here. He's settled in his room, my library/office is being turned into a nursery. He offered to convert the shed as the new library for my birthday when he could see I was crying over where to put my books. I have no romantic expectations of him and I suspect he feels the same. I get more hugs and forehead kisses though, which is nice. And it's lovely to have someone rub your back and pull your hair away when you're sick. We get to go together on my next appointment with the doctor. Too early to say the gender yet though. Oh Lord, the karma your exes are going to feel when they find out. I need this update. Laughing maniacally in the corner, fake or not. It doesn't matter. We need to know op. Right? It's like a movie. Me too TBH. I'm waiting for the update that includes their reactions. Teehee. I am so ridiculously invested. No matter what happens in the future, him helping you through the pregnancy will be a lovely bonding experience for you both. You'll create so many beautiful memories that you'll be able to pass on to your child. Keep talking. Keep communicating. Keep respecting and evaluating each other's boundaries. You're approaching this right and I wish you all the luck in the world. Same here, I'm crying over here. I was literally just thinking the same thing. So invested in this relationship. Yes. They are building a caring foundation. I'm totally cheering them on. I think you have handled this perfectly, and he seems a good man to want to help out. Some wouldn't. Best of luck to you both, heart. Wow, beautiful update. I'm hoping for the best for you both. So sorry for the crap that led to this. Your spouses are trash. This does sound like a sweet story, but I'm a little confused. Maybe I didn't read carefully enough. In the original post you said Larry had a job that required him to be gone nights, but then you also said he was working remotely and moved in with you. The original post also stated further down that he works remotely. Perhaps he just has meetings or something in the evenings. Are you both leaving the option open for something more romantic in the future? Probably both of them taking time for themselves to heal from the trauma of their exes cheating on them with each other is best, even if the future holds something for them romantically. They went through something really horrible and a baby doesn't make that hurt go away. That's not a necessity, you know. Joining chromosomes does not make romantic compatibility, and it would probably be best for both of them to not date each other, or anyone, because they've both had not one but two major shakeups in their lives. I have a male friend in almost this exact situation, an emotional hookup lead to a baby by his best friend. They are still close and live near one another to co-parent more easily. But they've never been involved as a couple, likely never will be, and have relationships with other people. I'm not saying if it's a necessity or not, nor am I saying that they should or shouldn't. I'm asking if that's a possibility for them, since it wasn't stated in the post. What a sweet man. Even if it's not romantic, you at least have probably the most supportive parent ever for your child. So far I love the story. Larry sounds like a really stand-up guy, and since you guys are already friends and clearly it's a friendship that matters to both of you, and now this which you seem to be handling quite well, I wonder if you'll end up falling in love with this amazing friendship foundation you're already starting to lay. Could be one of those really happy endings. For all you know, this might have the potential of being a great relationship for you, in whatever way it actualizes. I have the same vibe. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.